amazing and gotten Restream set up. My phone was being garbage, so this is our temporary solution until I have mastered, how to use Linux well enough to actually stream.
We are on Twitch and we are on my YouTube, not our YouTube.
Oh, we are on
I'll
the.
download those.
All right, cool. We are getting more popular there. So if you're somehow watching this already on the Avocado Molotov YouTube channel, look up Dorks of Thunder, because we would appreciate
I'll set up
that.
the Dorks of Thunder and channel. Later, I'm just happy to be here.
This was an adventure.
Yeah. Let me see.
Trying to figure out how to best get stuff on the camera and actually see it without like just showing people the back of my head hunched over, because that is what I would be doing otherwise. And trying to make sure that my little goblin head is as smooth as possible without slicing my fingers. Hardest thing in the world. Then again, I have a number of fingers, so it's fine. 10 fingers, pretty sure of it. Yep, just gonna hack away at the little mold lines here and hope that it works, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But I do know that if your feet aren't even, you can't stand up. Rule one, rule one of the universe. In the grim dark future, there's only flat feet.
I'm waiting for our live feed. I gotta find it. Invite. Hold on. You can go in where you go. I'm just.
And then haphazardly discard the sharp object so I can attach the head to the goblin. Cover it in sticky goo and just plop head on. And then hold it together. Unlike my life. Do, 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 do. Yes, the most interesting and difficult part about Warhammer is actually the amount of not moving you have to do. I need to get better glue. Yeah, so the Citadel plastic glue, complete garbage, I think at least. And as nobody knows yet, my opinion is the only one that matters. So, boom. Look, see, he stands because he has flat feet. And I knocked his head off. Cool. And painting the clue. Whoever invented plastic cement, genius. I love them.
People start talking to me about something or another.
I like that this little grot is basically just not looking where he's shooting. He's just gonna point and hope.
Oh, the fucking gun.
Are you upset that people are talking to you?
It's
I have friends. It's so awful.
fucking gun. You idiot. Someone called. I dropped my thing.
Shit. He. All right. What else? What else do I got? Up goes the toy thing, the mini.
Okay, so apparently it's someone talking. You get connected.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Scritch, scritch, scritch. All right. And the most important thing, mold lines. Like, apparently they look really bad if they're left over after that, and this is not focusing on the little dude. So I'm gonna just put up to light that nobody else can see, because I can. There we go. Much better. Okay. Mm, all right. When at first you don't succeed, try something else. Tends to rub stuff away a little bit. I feel like this is the worst deodorant ever made. Just rub it on, rub it on. But eventually, it scrapes away all of the lines that you don't want to see. And all the details that you want to see. Get there, too many on the side of the little Gretchen. I don't know the difference between a Grot and a Gretchen. I think there is one. But since I can't see chat and I assume there's nobody here, I don't think I'm ever going to get the answer to that. Do. Alright, I'm supposed to be entertaining or something. That sucks. I understand why this hobby is so popular. This is, like, I think the singularly most relaxing thing I've done in a long, long, long time. So that's cool. Oh, what do I want to do for a head? I like that head. That one. This one's good. All right, so here's the head here that's super blurry. Come on. I have no control over what this focuses on. There we go. Look at that guy. You can't see it, but it's delightful. All right, so we cut the head off the sprue, and it goes flap, and it lands right where I want it to. Oh, see, I should not arbitrarily knock things over that are probably not done drying. All right, cool. It stayed there. Good. You just slice and dice and butcher the parts you don't want, just like in real life. You don't like something, you just take a knife and you slice it off. I don't know how human bodies work. See, it's stuff like this that I think we should never call each other. Just get rid of the phone part of cell phones. What do you think, Eric? I've been holding on many seconds. I'm quite good at it. All right, so this one doesn't have too many mold lines. That's good. It does have awkwardness, but it isn't awkward from time to time. All right. Like, it's got stubble, and you can't. Stupid thing doesn't zoom. Hey, I'm trying to show off the stubble on my my goblin head here. Stubble. And the joys of sandpaper. This is kind of the weirdest combination of stuff. Me cutting up minis and then you just like existing. I'd watch it. All right, so the thing about this is you want to fit it first so you have an idea of what it looks like. But you can also just kind of be like me and lazy and just do whatever feels right. I like that method. Because worst case scenario, you make a mistake and it looks awful. Nobody dies. Nobody gets hurt. Nothing bad really happens. All right. So now we have the gooed head here attached to the ungooed neck, and we hold. And the quality of my stream isn't the best. Eric, are you doing some? Okay, fine. I'll leave you be. Look how cute he is, Eric. Look at the little dude. He's cute. All right. Hopefully his head stays on while I get some base. So yeah, this is my very first time ever really doing this. I had some done, but this is all a very new experience to me. And so far, I haven't done anything irrevocably awful. Eric, on the other hand's a lot more experienced, I think. A little bit more experienced. And he's definitely better at the art thing, so I mean, before today, I have never even seen a paintbrush in real life. Oh, and I knocked his head off. That is my theme. I knock off my grot's heads. Eric, do you know the difference between a grot and a Gretchen? I don't, and so I was hoping you did. Darn. What do you have? Is that your little is that your nib?
This year that I just finished.
See, usually the Gene Stealer finishes you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't finish. I just like write it. So okay. First, so I got this the other day, and basically it's mini compressor. It wasn't too expensive or anything. It was like um,
$800.
it was like $60.
Hmm.
You can separate it. I don't know if you can look up color. Because I'm not trying looking it up. Another another gun that handle brush. Mhm. Mhm. This one,
Why doesn't it work? Like, does it not fit?
um, this one has a male and this one has a male connector.
Okay.
So I think that let me see. If I know it right. So I will to get any other brush. I will need to have a set converter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not that big of a deal. I don't want to start using this. I just got the compressor and the new ones. Hmm. It has a small problem how um, on how focus it. Focus.
I know. I have no control over the focus. I'm not a very focused individual. Like, these are all things that I will work on and figure out, but
You know, we are more than happy to be on this. So next time we're gonna have phobias and all that.
In theory, uh,
Hopefully.
I can get it to work on my at home, but I figured I'm here to Warhammer, so I could either do that or spend hours googling.
Mm, I'm glad that we are setting up. I have to play this cat. It's most likely I'll take today, depending on how good this guy is.
Tell us the majestic history of your cat, Eric.
I just found it in Target on the other hand. So, anywho, where is the solution? Here.
There's this little spot that's being a pain to get to. I need like microscopic hands or something. You think we could get like an intern?
What?
I don't know. Just someone with like really tiny hands to solve all of my problems. The younger kids, they got the better eyesight, you know?
Mm.
They got the smaller hands too. Boop. All right, look at that. This dude is slowly coming along. Slowly but surely. There's a fly. So we have dude. Now dude needs a head. To get ahead in life, you need a head. Screw, screw, screw.
Someone will do that and grab with this sapphire blue, fire gem. Start hitting like all these areas here, like those two extremities, and a little bit of the head. You get like a transition from black to blue. And then all the parts that are, these parts, the mouth, the tendrils, tentacles, the sides, talons, and everything, I'm gonna paint them amethyst. So hopefully that will work also.
You just named like a bunch of crystal gems. That's all I heard.
Yes, that's what happened.
Is Steven Universe references. Who is your favorite crystal gem, Eric?
Uh, I don't know though. Okay, let's test this thing. Just taking a paper. I added a little bit of water.
I don't like how that's going, but I, at this point, am not going to do better. So that's fine. It'll be okay. So the thing I'm going to keep saying since I'm on a live stream is Citadel plastic glue. It's not my favorite thing, and I have destroyed a brush instead of using the official little dipper thing. That's going to be my end goal with this whole social media thing is to get famous enough to annoy Citadel or whomever into redoing their glue. So I like it more.
Switch.
Because Nintendo? Oh, this is going to be a pain to paint. Oh well. Live, you learn. You eventually get an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, you can kind of see it now.
Oh,
Look at that. I threatened to get an iPhone, and my Android suddenly got just infinitely better. Maybe not. Come on, I believe in you. Focus, focus. It's like it's blurring this out specifically. Oh, and you don't want to stand on your own, so that's gonna be double mint fun. I'm making a mess, checking it twice. The fact that plastic glue comes in a plastic container is kind of funny to me. So I'm going with the classic don't do jack shit to your base technique. I don't know what I'm doing yet. So far, it's worked out. Except for this dude who doesn't want to stand still. And his head is now in a weird position. But that's okay. You know, Andy Warhol had that movie that was just like 10 hours of him filming the Empire State Building.
mm-hmm.
You ever ever feel bad for whoever filmed that?
It is very sure.
Like that would be, even if I got paid, I would say no, because that's got to be the most boring thing to ever do with your life. All
Let me have some.
right. Who was the star of Thinner?
Oh my God. I don't remember. I had
Okay. Google answer for me. We'll answer it later. What is that? Oh, that's your thing. Okay.
yeah,
That is like the most surprising sound. How are you liking the little floof thing?
it's not funny. I think that I'm having a small problem with the. It's not working as good as it should.
You th- do you think it's a
No, I messed up the two models because I had them one next to the other,
ah?
and I added soap instead of thinner.
I mean that's pretty similar, right?
And now it's working way better.
Because you cleaned it.
Yeah.
One often ignored and never talked about aspect of the hobby is how much time you spend scraping a knife against the crotch of a fictional character.
Yes.
And I feel like we should talk about this more. In fact, I'm going to start a 6-part web series entirely based on that. GoblinCrotch.com. You know the weirdest part about this hobby to me? I have yet to hurt myself. Like,
That's just impressive.
I'm playing with a knife, I'm playing with the little scissors thing. It's all detail work. I haven't, nothing's gone horribly wrong yet, which is, great. Remember, most important thing to do is use the tools you have, or spend all the money you don't have on tools you don't need. One or the other. Either's fine. It's Warhammer, so it's probably both actually. Number of tools that can be used for either Warhammer or like doing your nails is surprisingly large. Like that's what they should do. They should open up like an or what's the term? Esthetician, like you know, nails, hair, Warhammer. Be a hit.
So honestly, yeah.
Shiny.
Basically, I found out that the main problem was that the the nozzle here was completely closed, and that's why. Like I made three like super basic mistakes right at the beginning. One was messing up with the cleaner, and the second was not opening the nozzle. I just opened the nozzle and it was working also. But as this was the first time here, the spindle here was when it was open, when it was closed. So that's why I was having a hard time. And then this here, it's not. So that's the main problem.
That is a creature of nightmare, Eric.
I'm gonna go clean my airbrush. I'll be right back.
I feel like these critters have oversized heads.
Oh, then
That is an important aspect of Warhammer. The grim darkness of the 41st millennium, everyone has a really big head. Cleaning the tip, checking it twice. Gonna make sure there's no goo on the end. It's like, I'm not gonna say that thought. So every once in a while, an unexpressed thought is a good thing. It's not too often I realize that I'm about to say something wrong. So I'm a little proud. I will name you Gunjo. I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to ever be in charge of an army, like, it would have about just as much discipline as an orc army. If I were to ever be in charge of like an army of any on any level, like even like a squad leader,
yeah,
it would instantly devolve into having just as much like cohesion as an origami does. Like, it's just so twisted. It's weird. I love it. Uh, like I couldn't quite get this on how I wanted to, and since I couldn't really see what I was doing, his head is just really twisted at a weird angle. Like he's very curious. Like these are like the friendliest little Gretchen things ever. The friendly Marines. See, I like these ones. These ones are already pre-assembled. Just gotta glue them to a base. Make sure their feet are kind of even. Scrape off any extra lines, and you're good. This is actually pretty decent. Eric, do you drill out your gun barrels for your minis? Do you drill out gun barrels or no? Yeah. All right. Oh, you're doing nids right now anyway, so. Like, if you want to get really inventive, you can get like a little LED.
Yeah, better is I could put in an orange strip so the cops don't come killing them.
There we go. That's a tactic in war. Just like go in and be like, look, it's not a real gun. It's not a real. Actually, that would be a straight up Tyranid strategy too. I don't know why I think that, but I do. Oh, I just took a chunk out of his gun. Oh well, you can't really see because I'm a blur, but I did a oopsie.
Outside, I'm really impressed with my phone.
Yeah, because you have an iPhone and they have that cohesive ecosystem.
They're like, this is not something on my screen. I get things that allows them to screen. I can charge them more.
You're kind of making me want an iPhone, just so you know.
It's weird. I'm not gonna lie. Never having a problem to stream or to do anything, it's not about it's not that. I mean, I recommend it to the room.
That is like the worst sound.
I'm doing with the field, so there's like,
I used to.
yeah.
Well, I'm playing with a knife.
Well, this is the best part.
Are you? Oh, he's marked me.
Mm,
I'm clear apparently. What did you spray on me?
alcohol.
Oh, all right. Oh,
Yeah. Now you're good. I mean, this thing is clean. Okay.
yeah. I had a doctor tell me I was clean at least once.
Yeah, I had this drone in here that messing with the steel thing, the steel thing. It created a steel thing to use the black. So black. Or okay.
All right, last goblin. Why couldn't they just call them goblins? That's like the correct, proper nomenclature for these things. But no, they had to be different. They're space goblins, so they've got to be called something else. Oh, I don't want to cut his foot off.
It needs to be separated. Like I'm mixing everything on the tube. It's never really.
It's not a good idea until you find a way to do it better. Oh, this poor little guy's feet are going to be so fucked up. Oh, Jesus Christ. And of course you have a line. Most of these have been pretty good models so far, but this one just happens to be the one that wants to annoy me. That's fine. I need to know what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah.
You're not going to win any beauty contest, but the most important thing in the world is happening, and that's the project's getting done.
Mm-hmm.
Duh, fuck. I got attacked by a head.
Working so much better now.
Remember, if you can't tell if it's a mode line or if it's part of the model, it's whatever you feel like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing with my paintbrush, as everybody should do every once in a while. It's very important. Play with it and then clean it up. Do, 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
And now plastic is going to bond to itself, well, melt. And the little dude's head will be stuck where it should be. All right, so do, 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 and glob that on. Put him on a base. Hope it works out right. And look, perfect, absolutely perfect. Now I have all this extra shit that I can use later. And a big fucking mess. Jeez. Plastic glue is also apparently a very effective paint remover. Which makes sense because I'm probably removing the layer of plastic in which everything is printed on.
Where do you put the Q-tips? You know where the Q-tips was? There's no that.
Somewhere over the mountain.
And passing more some paper towels.
Actually, I I made a mess. I spilled glue all over my little self-healing board thingy. And you know what does not like to clean easy?
Wood grain.
Yep. Like it's gonna melt back on itself, but now all the like cool Fibonacci spirals and shit are gone. Which that's fine, I suppose. It's gonna heal itself, so good.
And right now we have the black bean sealer with a tiny bit of blue. The sapphire blue is not very good. I use the other blue, the cerulean blue. It's supposed to be sky blue,
Oh shit.
and it came out like this is actually super dark in comparison.
Yeah.
So it came out fairly nice. So yeah,
So I don't want to do this. Because now is time for it's the time to prime. It's prime time.
do you want to prime outside or you want to prime inside?
I think what I'm gonna do is I have this. I have a bottle of Vallejo
Yeah.
black paint on primer.
I can prime it. I can prime it over here with the airbrush.
Okay, if you want, like,
It's totally fine. Like priming by with brush is a pain in the ass and super slow. Just something and then I'll prime them with by yellow black.
hopefully they are stable enough, but I think so far. It takes like 30 seconds to get a
Yeah.
decent hold.
I'm gonna start.
All right.
I'm gonna do more. Oh, okay.
Dude,
Alright. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I need where's the crown? No, this crown. Yeah, we're not gonna get something. We're just gonna use the airbrush. Or another thing that we could do is take a break from streaming and everything and then do it outside. What's the temperature outside?
like a little, what, like 30,
30
30
something.
might be a little chilly for that.
It can be. We can do it in the garage.
Mm,
It can be because I in the garage and I time the socket too. So let's bring it outside. Okay. But let's take a break. I'll be for like an hour. Let's take a mini break and be back in like half an hour. Okay.
sure.
Let me